Ooh, the Halloween game week is finally over, where we saw all of the scary, like Phil Bones, Satan Baines, and even Son not scoring a goal. Now that one is scary. But welcome to the Game Week 8 preview! But first, the Game Week 7 review. With the scary Halloween Game Week average points being the third highest it's been so far this season. Oh dear, scariness intensifies. At 53 points. Ooh, can we beat it, lads? With my points, the best team getting 53 points. Well, hey, bang on the money, great score, yes. But the very cringe and sad news, lads, is my old rank was 1.7 mil, and my now dirty, definitely scary, disgusting rank, 1.8 million. Come on. Top 10 saddest moments in FPL history here, lads, as my consistent green arrows finally came to an end. But actually, it's not too bad. I only went down like 50k places or something. But the games on my team finished like this. And, lads, confession again, as I didn't do what I was planning on doing. I guess I'm going to have to do an FPL tuber apology soon, as instead of doing the transfers of Trent down to Chilwell and taking a hit to upgrade Podence, the only thing I did was upgrade my bench warmer Charlie Taylor to Chilwell, and then just kept Podence. Which, wait, hang on. And he finally scored! Well, hey, all of the points! So wow, I actually made a good decision, what? But if you guys do want to see a final team reveal with any last minute changes added to it, all starting 11 channel members on the channel get to see it before the deadline. So if you want to see the final team, wink wink, become a member today. Wink wink, yeah, alright, sounds good. And also, we were kind of auto sub FC here, and I will chinwag with them when I get to them, but Sice and Hammers didn't play, so turned into James Justin and Basuma, as the other geezers just fancied going in all day and not turning up, having a nice relaxing day. Fair enough. So getting average points with having to have 2 auto subs, it's not actually too bad at all, is it? But also, I do want to say, with the transfers I've made the last few weeks, with just the transfer I made last week, which was upgrading Jimenez to Kane, instead of downgrading Trent and upgrading Podence, actually worked way more in my favour this week when it didn't last week. So see, best ever transfer here ever, right? That's exactly why I'm still going to win FPL, right? Yeah. But the first game this week was Wolves vs Poor Palace, where damn, this was a proper roller coaster simulator this one was for me, as the team lineup comes out. Sice benched. I like it. But then, whoa, what's that? Podence getting his first goal of the season after I've kept him for bloody 5 game weeks when he's been a bloody blanker and done nothing in that time. But then finally scores. Way! But maybe, even more surprisingly, Wolves scored both of their goals in the first half. Well, hang on, that's not the Wolves we know. There's definitely an imposter among us there. But it finished 2-0. Can you guys see the lights flickering? Excuse me, lads. Can you stop? Man City, Sheffield United. We're not just for the first time this week. It was definitely Halloween themed for me, as I was very scared of this game and didn't have anybody in it. Ooh, scary. Like, how do I not have a single Man City player? What is going on? But then, the only goal scorer of this game was a bloody defender. Hey, absolutely perfect stuff. And as Man City got the win here, I see that as an absolute win for me too. Chelsea, Burnley, where Pulisic starts. Never mind, gets injured in the warm-up. And like it. But the most prolific goal-scoring defender we've ever seen in the league scored again. That's right, Kurt Zuma. But also, we saw Hakim Ziyech start his first game in the Premier League and absolutely spank it straight away, getting himself a goal and an assist. Where I, about 2 to 3 hours before the deadline, was actually this close. That's right, this close to taking a hit to get Hammers out to putting Ziyech in. And, I didn't, and we all know how that went. So that's twice in a row, lads, where if I said I'd take the hit that I was going to do, I'd get a lot more points. But then again, you can't make decisions like that drag you down too much, because, you know, I could have taken like a 12-point hit to get out Son, Bruno, and James out, and brought in bloody John Joe Shelvey, Timo Pukki, and Grealish, and scored more points, because, you know, that's just how things go from a week to week, you know. So isn't hindsight just a beautiful thing? We should have done some things, but we didn't, so I like it. Moving on. Liverpool, West Ham, and another scary for me, as I don't have Mane or Salah. How has that happened as well? But thankfully, it was only the one golasso from Salah, which was from a penalty. Quite lucky, if you ask me. And, guys, do you remember Trent? What happened to that bright young prospect? He hasn't actually played this season, has he? It doesn't look like it, does it? Villa, Southampton. Free kick city here, apparently, as James David Beckham Ward-Prowse was absolutely on it, scoring 2 worldy free kicks top corner. Fair play, lad. But our main man here, Danny Ings, got another goal, hey, and was in for some bonus just before Villa almost clawed it back and got a few goals back. But 4-3 it finished here to Ings FC, who now might be without him for a little while, as he got a little bit injured. I don't know who's going to cope less, Southampton or me without Danny Ings. What are we going to do, lads? No, not my daddy! Newcastle versus Everton's B team, apparently. Now, actually, what was that lineup? Turns out when you take out James, Richarlison, Coleman and Digne, they pretty much haven't got anything. Apart from a certain Dominic Calvert-Lewin goal! Ski scoring again! Wow, if he can score with all of these injuries going around the team, imagine how many he's going to score when all of them are back. Hat-trick next week, lad. Yeah, sounds good. But turns out playing 7 central midfielders for Everton doesn't quite do the job, as Callum Wilson netted 2 goals to sit Everton back in their place, getting Newcastle the win. Imagine with the start that Everton have had, and then Newcastle go and beat them 6-7 games in. Fair enough. Man United, Arsenal. Wow. I've never seen such an entertaining game with so much action in my life ever. Not! Since when did United vs Arsenal become a bedtime story where I could have actually fallen into a coma? Never mind how sleepy was that boring. With an Aubameyang penalty finally settled in it to at least have something happen in the game. Oh wait, do you remember when Aubameyang was like essential and you needed to get him in? This is the first time he scored in like 6 weeks. What? Spurs Brighton, where I was expecting a 7-0 spanking here. I think everyone was. 10 minutes in, a Captain Kane penalty. Goal! Yes, lads, perfect start. Then, frick goal. Lamperty getting one back for Brighton, and then a Bale header to win it later on, and absolutely frick goal for Son, and frick goal else for Kane. Lads, I expected 20 points from you each. What is this business? But I got the captain decision right of Captain Canio, so not a bad day in the office for me. So we can't complain there, can we? If the light's flickering, it's not my fault. I don't know what's happening here. Hopefully I'm not going to be power cut FC. Can you stop? Right, sounds good. Fulham West Brom, the battle on who wants to be relegated more, where West Brom won that one, with Fulham tearing them a new one and getting the 2-0 win here. And of course, Mitrovic picks up 2 assists after he's just been sold more than a pack of condoms on Valentine's Day, as literally no one has it anymore, and so got rid of him. Finishing the week with Leeds United, Leicester, where are Leeds trying to get themselves back into the Championship? What was that performance? With Leicester just quite deadly on the counter-attack, aren't they? But James Justin did come on for us here, who almost got a clean sheet before Schmeichel conceded from a cross. No, literally, it wasn't even a shot. It was a whipping ball, and he was just having a staring competition with the ball instead, letting it go in the net. Come on, I could have had a clean sheet. Come on. But that was it for the week. Now, I don't know if you can see, but these lights flickering, so annoying. I'm going to turn them off, right? I'm going to be in the dark. Just put your night vision goggles on, you can see me fine, alright? Give me a sec. Alright, there we go. And that was it for the week. Not a bad score again. And we continue to be quite consistent. And realistically, without Salah or Mane, and without Sterling and De Bruyne, and without 2 of my starting players turning up, not bad at all. Could have gone a lot worse. But also, remember, I still have my wild card. Ooh, could this be a week we use it? No. But let's move on to next week in the Gameweek 8 preview, where, as always, we will start with a bit of chitty chatter and a bit of gossip and talk transfers. So now we have the injured Daddy Ings, so it makes me sad, and also the potentially still injured James Rodriguez. Now, let's for now pretend they both won't play and just swap them out for my bench players that are playing. And, oh dear, this team not really looking good at all, is it? But I do want to officially say and officially confirm I will 99.9% be wildcarded next game week. And before you say why you just wildcard this week with some injuries, it's pretty much because Kane captain and I might not have him next week. Bold claim. We'll see how that goes. So this team here in this game week will be the last ever game week I have some of these players ever again in my FPL team. And I have just one free transfer to try and fix this mess for 1 week. But for now, I'm going to pretend that Rodriguez is fine to play, and I would probably prefer to play Basuma over Justin Yu with their fixture. So we now have something that looks like this, and again, not really the sauciest, is it? None of them are really tickling my pickle, and we just need to make some more recruits if we want some more points next week, don't we? But then also, Sice might not play against the Leicester team that are scoring a lot anyway. And yeah, this team is starting to look like it's sponsored by Jay-Z, as it's just 99 problems going around. What do we do? But I'll let you in a little truth, lads. I haven't decided what to do yet. I could go for a West Ham punt as they play Fulham next. I could bring in another Spurs player to attack that West Brom fixture. Or I could just have a bit of fun and get Gunnosaurus Rex in my team. Why not? He might not get points, but funny innit? So for now, let's just pretend that these are the players playing, and I will definitely make at least one transfer, maybe even take a hit. But we'll just discuss the games as they are here and see if I can maybe convince myself by just seeing how I think they're going to go. Alright, sounds good. But also let me know what you think about this team too. We're in the first game. We see Brighton versus Burnley. Never mind. Can we skip that one? To be honest, don't really fancy falling asleep halfway through the video, so let's just move on. 1-0 to Brighton it is. Southampton, Newcastle. Now, we probably won't have anyone in this game either.
Excuse me, Bacon Butty Boy. What about the best goalkeeper in the world? Yeah, I got him as well. Alright, moving on.
As like we said, the Daddy Ings is potentially out. How will we cope? I miss you, Daddy. Nah. Vote Bacon out. He's acting sus right now. But it will potentially be quite an interesting game here to see if Southampton can cope without Daddy Ings. Especially if he might be out for quite a while. Please no, I want him back now. But I think it will be a close one this week, leaning more towards a 2-1 win to Southampton. Everton, Man United. An Everton team without some of their best players. And a Man United team with absolutely no tactics. Yeah, gonna be a great game, isn't it, lads? But I actually think it will be, where I reckon there'll be quite a few goals going around too. So can this game actually see Bruno and Dominic Calvi get all of the points for me? Yeah, I mean, they're my predictions. Why would I not say that, right? But 3-2 to Man United is my guesstimation here. Palace Leeds, the team that are so anti-football, it's like they're trying to invent a new sport, against the Leeds team that try and play football so much, I swear they have to practice it in their sleep, or Bielsa will give them an absolute again. So which team will win this one? Probably the anti-football team now, because that's just how things go, innit? And also it would be the haha funny. But nah, I do actually think Leeds will secure the points here. Winning, I'll be nice, 3-1. Chelsea, Sheffield United. Just kind of screams goals to me. All of the golassos, but probably only to the home team. Second season syndrome is literally gripping Sheffield United by the legs and dragging them down into intensive care at this rate. Not looking good for them, as they've not had a win, only had one draw, and just don't really have many other positives either. Meanwhile, big money spenders Chelsea do actually look like they found a bit of balance in the attack, where Ziyech was probably the missing piece to that puzzle. So I'm going for a nice easy peasy lemon squeezy 3-0 win to Chelsea. West Ham, Fulham. Where a fully fit and strong West Ham should really punish a Fulham team so much they'll probably be begging themselves to go back to the Championship. But with Antonio probably still out, they might have to resort to their second choice striker. Their £40 million striker. What a shame. How will they manage? But I wouldn't be surprised if West Ham do put a few past Fulham here. But can actually see goals going the other way too. So 3-2 to West Ham is what I'm going for. Leicester, Wolves.
Whoa, hang on. You forgot about Spursy. Sorry, lads. Having a bit of a mare here, apparently. Spurs to win 21-0. King captain, Son, 17 assists. Alright, sounds good.
Leicester, Wolves. The battle between the almost top 6 teams, yeah? Where both of them have started the season quite well. But both have also shown that they just aren't quite there sometimes and just missing just a little bit of something. Where also, both of these teams kind of just play like the exact same sometimes. It's literally counter-attack, or we haven't got any other plan. Like, what do we do? So does this mean we won't actually see that much action yet? Does this mean they'll have absolutely no idea what to do? Does this mean it's hard for me to guess? Yeah, where I really think it could go either way. Like, seriously, flip a coin, ask a magic ball, no clue what's going to happen. So I'm just going to say 1-1 for them here. Man City, Liverpool, where... Whoa, could we have a title decider yet? Well, it doesn't really feel like it, does it? But I mean, it actually could be. Well, yeah, Man City haven't quite got at it so far this season, but actually have a game in hand over Liverpool, and if they beat Liverpool and win that game in hand, they'll go above them. And Liverpool do have some problems for themselves after they've got about 21 senior defenders out injured. So, oh dear for them. So I reckon a cracking game is what we got on our hands here. And all of the goals to happen. Every single one of the goals. Where I'm actually going to predict a 4-3 game and a win to Man City. Ooh. But I still think Liverpool are going to win the league. With the final game of the week, it's Arsenal-Villa, where Arsenal fans will definitely be having a party after Thomas Partey's debut performance last week, and will probably feel quite a bit more confident with him in their team too. Then Villa went on to look like they'd win the league, to looking like they couldn't even win a single game in the league. What happened? So will we see much action here? Will we see Jackal Grealish teasing everyone again and getting all of the points? But I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Arsenal for my last 100% correct prediction for the week. And that is it. So yeah, looking at the fixtures, the easier ones to target for a potential 1 week transfer punt is probably just the West Ham Fulham fixture, isn't it? Like, I've already got double Spurs against West Brom, but I mean, I could really risk it and get like a Lucas Moura in if he's going to start. And in most of the other favourable fixtures, I pretty much got assets in there anyway. And no one else is really tickling my pickle for another 1 week punt. So many options to go for, lads. With one transfer with this team, who would you go for? I don't know. But that is it for me today. I want to thank you all again for 10,000 subscribers. Absolute madness. Thank you all so much. But thanks for watching. And remember...
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now.